Welcome to Horrified Beans. What's that? Oh, scary shit. Now, all right. Welcome to Horrified Beans. Spooky shit. Yeah. Uh, so today I have some sad and big news. Sad news. The first bean that was in that chair, he's gone. Not dead, just gone. We got a new host, David.
How you doing?
Good looking fella right there. Yeah. And what? But he is a new Horrified Beans, host right here, and we're back to the same thing. We're gonna do videos, try to load them every Saturday and Wednesday, and that's it. Just he's just the new host. I'm gonna go just get into that shit. David, like we always do in this podcast, now that you know the sections, have you ever experienced any paranormal activity?
I have experienced a few. I'm gonna be honest.
Is it your own experience?
I've experienced a lot before.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Oh, you got some good shit right here on this podcast.
Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Since you are the
New host.
yeah,
All right,
go ahead.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. It all started when
When I was born.
when I was born. Ooh, spooky goes.
Oh, fuck.
No. Basically, so at one point in time, I lived in Connecticut with my dad.
Mhm.
We'll visit him on the summertime. This is back when I was in middle schoolish, elementary going to middle school. This is where I experienced the most.
Sixth grade, you mean? Sixth grade?
Sixth grade.
Yeah.
6th to 7th grade.
Okay, so
because
basically
I didn't
between-
move to the south
yeah,
until So one day, one summer, I went to my dad's house. We were chilling. I was chilling with my god brother.
How old were you?
I think I was like 10, 11-ish.
Oh, that's a lot of shit. Shit scares you way worse when you're little.
Well, shit's bad in Connecticut in general.
Why?
That's where the most horror shit happens.
Stop, for real?
Yes.
Dude, I've been there.
The Annabelle thing? I think no, The Conjuring.
Oh,
The
I was gonna
Conjuring
say.
is based on a true story that's in Connecticut.
Oh, that shit happened in
Yes,
Connecticut?
in Connecticut.
Why did I not know this before I went to Connecticut? That would have been the best thing to go
'Cause
visit.
Connecticut
and
is
find out.
known
I mean, the
to
house
be-
is real, right? No.
I think so.
Because if it was, I would have loved visiting that,
I
that
believe
house.
so.
That's amazing.
Connecticut is known for paranormal stuff. Well, at least from my knowledge, I'm pretty sure that people will tell me like, oh yeah, in Connecticut, this and third,
Yeah. Indiana is also a good place to
that
be.
is true.
Yeah.
But I've had the most experience in Connecticut, New York, and I don't remember the stuff, but apparently there was stuff that happened to me in Rhode Island.
Okay. How you were way later in Rhode Island?
I was like,
Okay, yeah. So you
know what I'm saying?
a little kid,
um,
toddler.
well, because I don't have like that much memory when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
My sisters remember everything, but I don't.
Do you remember the day you gained consciousness? Were you aware that you were aware of yourself? That's a topic that a lot of people don't talk about, but I really that's
I was
really
in
bothering me.
pre-K. I remember pre-K.
You gained consciousness in pre-K? How old were you?
Consciousness. I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest. I don't.
Dude, let me tell you something.
crazy.
I remember the day I gained consciousness like it was yesterday. It was something that not a lot of people remember. They cannot recall it for some reason. But I actually have it so engraved in my memory, like the day I came to be. Because I believe it as my number one day, even though I was already like 5 years old. Because I don't remember anything before 5 years old, and sometimes 5 years old is blurry. But the one thing I remember, I was in Mexico in my room. And I just woke up from sleep and I sat down in my bed thinking like, what the fuck? And I was like,
Whatever.
I'm like, no, this is actually what happened. I was looking, I'm like, I'm breathing. I'm like, this is my hand. I'm like, And I just sat there thinking like, shit, I'm me. And then my mom comes in and that's where everything that I remember comes from. That's it. But let me tell you, it was such a weird experience. And I've asked people, I asked my sister. My sister says that she doesn't really remember, but like a lot of people don't recall it, but some of them, they do. And they're like, I remember, but it's something people don't really talk about.
They'll think about it, and then like when you do talk about it, you're like, damn, what was?
When was the day I gained consciousness?
I remember I gained consciousness when I was in pre-K, and then after that, believe it or not, 2 years blurry, and then come back to consciousness, and then blurry again.
What
It
the
was
fuck?
so weird with me.
What?
Trust me, there's a lot of stories that my cousin told me when I was a kid that
That makes sense now.
Yeah. All right. So Connecticut, where the house, the way that the place was, it was an apartment kind of. There's a store below us, and then there was a apartment third floor, all the way to the top.
What's it like underground or something? This stuff? No. Okay.
So like what it is, the backyard was like a parking lot area ish. There's stairs to go all the way up to the thing.
Okay.
It was an outside stairs too.
Okay.
And when you walk in, you walk in. There's a door right here, and then there's a door further away right here. And then walk a little bit further. You got the living room, and then you got the kitchen.
Okay.
And you walk past the kitchen. There's another room. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a big place then.
It was pretty spacey.
Okay.
So my dad, he slept in the first room. You know what I'm saying?
To the left.
Yep.
Okay.
And then my godbrother's sister slept in that room. That's when my sisters would stay with her.
Okay.
And we're in the room further back.
Yeah, you're wearing the back then.
Yeah, we're in the back. We're chilling. Right?
Yeah. Back is always best.
So my first experience in this house specifically was during Hurricane Irene.
Hurricane Irene?
Yes. I remember this vividly. It was storming. Power went out.
Oh, fuck no.
Because this hurricane wasn't bad. I think it was a category 3. I'm pretty sure it was a 3, but it was pretty windy. You know.
Was it dark when it happened?
Huh?
Was it dark outside when it happened? No.
It wasn't as dark. We had a lamp. We had
we had a lamp. We're good.
Well, it wasn't like a typical little lamp. It was a bright ass lamp.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm talking right. We're in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Right. My back is facing my room. Right. Mm-hmm. My dad is sitting on his recliner.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin was there. He was chilling. He was on his phone. Right. This is when he was on a BlackBerry. You know.
Yeah.
So you could like watch YouTube videos and stuff. And he was chilling like this. And as he was on his phone, from the ceiling, we don't know how this happened. Pink wax fell on his chest.
Pink wax?
It was like a candle wax, but it wasn't hot. It just hit on his chest. He said,
"Excuse me?"
He said, "What the fuck?"
Pink wax.
It was pink wax. There was no like push up on the ceiling. Like you know how like offices they have that little push up. There was none of that. We looked like what the hell was that? What? There was no mess or nothing.
Was it not there before or anything?
No, it wasn't.
Did you see anything? What the fuck? Pink wax?
He's been there for like 2 years. Yes.
Hell no.
So pink wax fell on his chest, right? And we're like, what the hell? That was weird, you know.
I'm going to what the fuck?
We didn't think of it, you know.
Yeah.
And then so later on, we're in the living room. It was like almost towards like 11 p.m.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's asleep. Me, my cousin, my dad were chilling. And the kitchen, the way the kitchen set, it was a very narrow kitchen. One side is full of the kitchen stuff, and it was like the washer and the laundry, like the laundry stuff was on that side. We heard a beach ball, ding, 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 bouncing, right where the wash machine was.
No.
I didn't go. I was a kid. I was scared, you know?
Yeah, no.
Bing, 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 you know?
No.
So they walk over there.
No.
They hear it, but they don't see it, you know?
Yeah.
And apparently that kept going on and on and on, like each night. Well, I didn't know they was doing that, right? So after Irene happened, right? I want to say like a few weeks later, my sister Leilani, right? She was in her room. She said, "This is the only time I've ever seen her do this. I've never seen her do this before, and I've never seen her do this after." Right? She got up, walk into my room with my godbrother. We're playing Lego Star Wars. Go to game. And she just lays down. We both look at each other. We're like,
what the fuck?
Like, what? Leilani, we're trying to wake her up. She wasn't a heavy sleeper at the time, right? So we're trying to wake her up, and she would not wake up. We're like, Leilani, yo, what are you doing? You know, we're loud, you know? She gets back up. Mind you, she's still asleep. Gets back up and goes back to her room.
That's fucking
And she's
weird.
never done this before. Listen, she's never done this before. I've never seen her do this.
Does she remember this?
No.
Was she with her eyes open?
No, they were shut closed.
Oh fuck.
They were shut closed the entire time. How did she navigate herself into the room? And how did she know our bed was right there with her eyes closed?
I never thought. Oh, I get goosebumps. I never thought about that.
That's what I'm saying. So I've never seen her do this ever at all before and after that shit happened. That house specifically was like very haunted. That was my personal experience. Apparently there was more after we left.
Really?
There was more when they were moving out.
Fuck.
I mean, I can tell the story if you want me to.
Go ahead.
Same house. So Okay, picture this, right? When I tell you when you're walking into the house, the kitchen. So next to the kitchen is this very like space right here,
Yeah.
to the left, and that's where my dad had his this weight set and stuff at, right?
I used to work out.
Yeah, he was buff as hell. He's not anymore. He's old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to my pops. So, um, he. So apparently, my cousin recently told me this. Actually, he actually told me this like a few weeks ago. I was on the phone with him. And I remember as he was explaining to this, I remember vividly how he explained it. He told me a lot of stories of what he experienced in there.
Yeah.
Big Baphomet, he's a battle rapper. His name is Chungi. So he they were packing their stuff. This is the first story he told me. They were packing his stuff, their stuff to move out the house. My dad was moving, like he actually was moving out.
Yeah.
Then I guess everybody was getting like annoyed. They would start arguing, this, that, and the third. Kids were arguing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My cousin Chungi, I'm gonna say Chungi. Chungi and his girl at the time, they were like, "What the hell?" Like because everybody's arguing. By the weight machine, right? He's sitting on the couch and he's looking at the weight machine. Mind you, the kitchen's like right over here.
Yeah.
Right, he's looking at the weight machine and he sees a shadow by the weight machine, and the weight machine started shaking.
Oh, shadow people.
Right. And it started shaking.
Fuck.
Right. Mind you, everybody is like angry. Like the energy. First of all, the energy of the house was way off.
I feel like them fighting kind of brought the vibes way darker.
It wasn't even that. It's been dark ever since. It's been dark, and it's been making certain people angry.
Did he see like the whole entire shape of it?
He saw like a oval type shadow, kind of.
Okay.
Like he knew something was there, and he's talking to his girl. He's like, "Yo, do you see that?" She goes, "Yeah, what the hell?" And it started shaking, and nobody noticed it but him and his girl. So what he does was he walks up to the weight machine and punches it. And
what?
He punches it. It stopped shaking, and everybody started like they stopped arguing. Everybody stopped getting mad. He said, "Yo, pack up whatever you need, and we need to get the fuck out of here for the day. We'll pick it up. We'll pick up everything tomorrow."
Me too. Fuck.
So they packed up. So he said they packed up whatever they need, and they left. They were gonna come back tomorrow. But the landlord called the next day saying that, "Hey, all your stuff is still here." Meaning that whatever they packed up and left, it was still at the house.
What?
They thought they packed up in their stuff and they left. No, it was still at the house.
No, that's fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? Imagine packing shit up and it's still there. Like, what did they do instead of packing them? Because like
they thought they. I'm pretty sure he said that they thought they packed their stuff and they left.
That's collective fucking. That's some collective type shit that happened there. That's crazy. If everybody remembers that, like packing up and then they didn't, that's some shit, bro.
That house gave me very weird vibes because like there was one time where all the lights were off. My dad went to go get some food and stuff, and it was just me and my godbrother, and we were in my sister's room looking out the window because that's where we only felt safe at, and everything else was just dark. Like usually you guys will be able to see through the dark. We could not see nothing. I swear to God, and we did not want to move out of that window, like near that window. We did not want to move away from it. We did not want to go inside.
It's storming. Oh, this is the perfect vibe for this guy.
We did not want to go inside that house, like throughout.
Yeah, I feel it. It's like the bad vibes.
So eerie, and it wasn't even bad vibes. It was just eerie and just like we know there's something there.
Something's going on in that bitch. Nah, fuck.
I told my cousin about it because I was actually trying to mention a funny story when I called him at the time. He said, "I don't want to talk about. I really don't want to talk about anything about the house."
Shit.
And he was a teenager.
So he knows.
He knows.
Shit.
He knows. He was a teenager and he did not want to talk about it. He said the shit that he has experienced was fucking awful.
Fuck. I got some stuff too from my house as well, but most of the stuff that I experienced was in Mexico. I mean, in the U.S., I did experience some shit.
I feel like Mexico is like
Mexico. It's
a hot spot.
Just to let you all know, Mexico has a lot of creepy shit. I didn't know there was so many things. For example, I got a story. So in Mexico, in the town that I used to live in, from back, there was this story called I think it was El Charro. I think El Charro or something. It was basically this dude who's dressed as a mariachi or charro. They call it charro, kind of the same outfit, but not the same Charro, I think, and mariachi are two different things, but they're kind of dressed the same, sombrero and stuff. And he would ride in a horse, and he would have like I think in some things he's described as having a poncho in the back. Basically in the middle of the night. Oh, it's giving me goosebumps. In the middle of the night, there would like people would be walking out on the roads or just like through the woods sometimes. Because in Mexico, if you don't know this, a lot of people that are in poverty. I mean, I don't know if you said poverty. Yep, I'm being. They will usually live through working for one day and the money they'll use it for the next day. They'll always be day to day.
Yeah,
and basically some of them had to go back home really late at night, and the only way to get back to their house is through the woods by themselves, mind you, back in the middle, like at 1 a.m. in the morning.
Damn,
yeah,
part is pitch dark.
Pitch dark. And let me tell you something, they have some stories. So about El Charro, there was this old dude that a lot of people used to talk to in Mexico. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. He's amazing, but I forgot his name. And he told me the story that he was in the woods, right? And over there in Mexico, in the town that I used to live in, they are dedicated to growing coffee. So the whole land, and there would be acres on top of acres of just coffee trees, and and they will have trails for people to go back to their houses and shit. So he says that he was walking back to his house, one night when he was done selling all his stuff, because he used to sell coffee and some other like teapots and stuff. And that was he was dedicated to, to that. And he said he was going back home. It was like around 12:30, 1 a.m. in the morning, and he was just, he didn't really think about anything. Just, he was just walking home.
Right.
And he had his dog with him. And then out of nowhere, his dog is walking right in front of him, and he stops. And he starts growling to the, like in the trail that we're going to. Right. And he said that something weird that he noticed, it was the darkness that was ahead of him. Like, how sometimes you get some moonlight through the woods and shit. He said that he could, see the path that he was going to, but after where he dog staring, he stopped at in front of him, it was just pitch dark. And then out of nowhere, he just heard
the horse,
like fucking fast. He heard like, how horses go like that. He heard that in the like coming, and he said he froze. His body just gained a bunch of weight. He could not move. He was just there like fucking. He started sweating cold. He was like scared. Like he didn't know what was going on. He didn't know because that trail was not traveled by people who had horses. It was a small trail. And he's like, what is that? And a lot of things came to his head, but never that. El Charro boy just went running, and he said he just fucking saw him go run in front of him. Like he said he was just dark. He couldn't see his face. He just saw the whole outfit, and the horse looked like fucking dead. He said he just went, he just run in front of him. The dog went fucking crazy, barking and stuff. He said he didn't. His dog was so scared he peed himself. He said after that, he said he stood there for like a good minute, just what the fuck just happened?
Right.
And he just grabbed his dog and started running. But he said that when he got home, he couldn't sleep for a week. He said he had to go to the doctor. He couldn't sleep. He had nightmares. He was always sick. He got fever. Usually, a lot of the stories I'm going to tell you, after they see something paranormal, they get a fever. They get I don't know why, but they say they do get a fever.
Weird.
But dude, that was the way he told me though, because he says it way better than I do. It was horrifying.
Like the way you explain it, I can see the detail, but I'm pretty sure he explained everything that he said.
I'm gonna show you a picture. Okay, for whoever's watching, I'm about to drop a picture right here of a Charro that I'm talking about. He looks fucking menacing. He looks like, bro, what the fuck? A lot of people say they see it and stuff like that. Mexico is very well known to be around the street sometimes in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. You just hear like something like that, and just like a horse, and you will see a fucking horse just run by with a Charro on top, just and shit. But that is creepy. I would not like to experience any of that shit.
I would. I'm gonna be honest with you, like people talk about these conspiracies and all that, aliens, this, that, there. I don't really.
I mean, aliens.
I mean, I do believe that there probably are some life out there, but we don't know. We don't have the technology for that. But I don't believe in the conspiracies that people be trying to make it up.
Did you hear about the government dropping the pictures from the UFOs that they found?
Huh?
The government dropping pictures of the UFOs that they found. Do you think that's real? A lot of them say that they hang out around the U.S. military bases, and that's where they see them and stuff. And a lot of pilots from the
now, the pilot stuff, I probably do understand because like they was like,
yeah.
But like I don't really believe in these conspiracies and all that. Like they'll try to like have evidence and all that, and it probably makes sense. But the paranormal stuff, that I 100%.
Would you be down to play the Ouija board with me?
Nope.
You wouldn't be down?
I would not touch the Ouija board. I would never
Let me tell you
touch
something.
before.
One of the first thing I did when I was in high school, because like I said, I never really experienced anything paranormal. I kind of did want to experience something, so I can be. It's kind of like a strength to me saying like that. It will assure to me that there's something after death, you know. And just me seeing a ghost would be fucking horrifying because I'm a bitch when it comes to paranormal shit. I'm get scared really easily, but I love it because I don't know. And it's sometimes
It's a rush.
it's a rush, you know. And so I remember with my best friends, it was me and a couple other friends. We all gathered together with our neighbors in front of us. We went to their house when their parents was not there. We got the Ouija board, turned on some candles. We were like, "Let's go." We know the rules and stuff. It's not a graveyard because we know even though we didn't believe in it, we just wanted to respect it just in case what it was.
Right.
And so we were like, "Okay, let's do it." And so we started playing. You know, we were like, "Are you there?" You know, knock, knock, knock. Charlie, Charlie. We were like trying to, you know, we were taking it serious. You know. And we were there for like an hour trying to see if anything happened. And I mean, nothing really happened at all. And so that's why I'm like, I will be down to playing again because I mean, nothing really happened with me. But I don't know. It's just an experience that I really like because, you know, but you really wouldn't?
I do not.
Why?
I don't fuck that shit.
You that scared?
Yeah, bro. It's not
I respect it. I mean,
this is more cautious.
Cautious than
That makes
anything.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Just
I'm
in case it's real, you don't want to fuck with it.
Cool. Like it's you know, you watch movies and they do it like it's cool. Like oh shit, a demon. You know what I'm saying?
But in real life, it's like a different thing.
Well, in real life, I'm like, yeah, I don't want that shit attached to me. You know?
Fuck that shit. I'm out. All right. Back to Mexico stories. You want to hear another one?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Here's another one. Okay. This was gonna sound kind of funny, but this happened. Okay, so this story is one of the most common stories, but it's something that needs to be included because this is a pretty creepy story. And there's a video actually that I need to find. I forgot. I'm gonna ask for my cousins that have it. I think still, and they're gonna. Maybe if they send it to me, I'll show it. I think right now. No, if nothing happened, I didn't get it. But yeah, I just look fucking dumb. But the thing is, though, this is the thing. We're gonna talk about La Llorona. Ay, mis hijos. Have you heard La Llorona?
No.
No, stop lying.
I swear to God.
You have, haven't you?
No, I actually haven't though.
You haven't heard about La Llorona? Do you know the story of it?
Nope.
Okay, so here's the story. For those who don't know the story, this is the real story.
Wait, what's it called again?
La Llorona.
No.
The weeping woman.
Did they move? Did they make?
They made a movie out of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is why he's still not a certified being.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the story. So the story goes like this, and they'll tell you the same story everywhere you go to Mexico. So apparently everybody in Mexico had La Llorona story, origin story happened there, which is stupid. But in my town, apparently it happened there, like in every other state in Mexico. But here's the story: it was a woman who had a husband and 2 kids, right? Or I don't know the amount of kids, but she had. I mean, most of the story says that she has 2 kids, a boy and a girl. And apparently her husband, the lady basically was jealous because her husband was cheating on her with another younger, beautiful woman. La Llorona got really mad about this, and she grabbed her kids and drowned them in the river.
I heard the story.
Yes, and then I think she also killed her husband. I remember.
Because I remember while hearing about this.
Yeah. So I think she did. I have no idea. Fuck, I'm a horrible Mexican. But it doesn't really matter. The thing is that she killed her kids, and that's the big thing about her. The thing that makes her La Llorona is her crying for her kids because she feels guilty and she wants to take it back. And so she goes around Mexico crying for her kids. The thing you hear is, "Ay, mis hijos." Oh. You hear like that. But I have to say, so here's the story. Like I said, I never really experienced anything paranormal. This is probably the story that I was closest to something paranormal. So when I was in Mexico, I was just decorating my walls. And I remember that day I was going to bed really late because of that. Okay. It was about 2 a.m. in the morning.
Damn.
Yeah. And so I was decorating my walls, and out of nowhere, out in the street, out of nowhere, everything went silent. Like the wind was like blowing and stopped. Like out of nowhere. That's what I heard. Because I was playing some music, but that's what I heard. And then out of nowhere, you hear all the dogs go, whoa, whoa, fucking barking. And you go, one of them just, whoo. Oh, they start howling in the fucking, out of nowhere. Every dog around my fucking house started barking.
What the fuck?
Like fucking, wow, like fucking scared, like something's going on. And I didn't pay attention to it because I was like, it's just dogs fucking barking or something, whatever. It's a fucking drunk guy walking around or something. And out of nowhere they just go quiet, you know. And the thing is, what they say in Mexico is that if you hear her near you, it means she's far away. But if you hear her far away, she's probably like right there in your street, you know, walking around. See, here's the thing I heard. I don't know where everything went silent. I just heard, I didn't hear "Ay mis hijos." I just heard a cry, like a weep, and it was fucking horrible. I just heard, like fucking mourning at someone's death. And I stopped my music and I was like, what the fuck is that? And so I opened the window and I'm like, what is that? I try to like fucking, you know, try to hear, and I don't hear it anymore. And so I'm like, okay, let me go to the living room. I'm like, let me go open the front door and see what's going on. Because in the house that we had over there, if you open the front door, there's a yard, and then all the way down there's a gate that leads to the front door, to the main road.
Yeah.
And so I just opened the front door of my house, and I was trying to listen. I didn't hear anymore, so I closed the door, went back to my room, and there it was. But this time it was closer. It was like really close. It was more loud. It was like, and so I thought, could this be? I kind of I got really scared because I'm thinking like, what if it is? Like, fuck. And so let me go outside. Let me see. Like, what the fuck? Wow, I want to see what this shit is. You know, I want to go outside. Nothing. I'm like, okay. I went back to my room. I lowered my music. Continued doing that, and all the dogs started barking again. But the ones near my house, just the ones near my house, not around me, just the ones near my house. And I just heard, but this time far away, like really far away. And so that's when I fucking got goosebumps, because I remember the story that people said. If she was coming close to you, and then at one point she just fucking you start hearing her like far away, that means she's like right there next to you. And so what the fuck? So I was like, what the fuck? And I just stay in my room and I heard, and I said, fuck that shit. I just closed my windows and went to bed. I don't know when to find out if it was real or not. I don't want to find out if it was just a lady crying. It was fucking terrifying. I was like, nope, fuck that shit. But it was scary. I really don't know if it was actually her or it was just me listening to like a lady or somebody else. Because a lot of people would be awake in Mexico at that time, fucking around, drinking, you know, because a lot of things happen. Let me tell you something, Mexicans do party a lot. Right. And so I really didn't know if it was just a drunk lady being drunk or if it was actually La Llorona. Right. But let me tell you something, it was something fucking scary. It was scary. Like, bro, like it was fucking terrifying. I was like, hell no, I'm about to see La Llorona, but I'm like, no. Never mind. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, fuck that shit. Yeah, my heart was fucking going 100 miles an hour. I remember that the dogs were going fucking crazy. I was like, nah, this shit sounds and it looks real.
Right.
Yeah, but my dad has a story about that too.
Really?
This one's short. He was in his back in the day. He used to have a window like really near his bed. And those makes in Mexico, the window when you open them up, there's no bars, there's no glass. It's just a fucking window. Like you could fucking smell the devil's crack out of there. You just open them up and smell. Devil's crack. Right. No, but like he could actually, and he in his room was like next to the road. If he opened his window, he could literally walk out of this room, step on the sidewalk, and then step on the road. That's how close it was. Now here's the thing though. He said that it was really late at night. He was coming from a party, I believe. I don't know if I got this wrong. Sorry, Papa. But he said he was in his bed. You know, he was just sitting there. You know, about to just sit down and about to go to bed. And then he just hears, "Ay, mis hijos." And my dad said, "What the fuck?" And he opens his window because he was curious. And then I don't know, he just sees like a dress, just floating, a white wedding dress, just floating. Like he was just floating without fucking, not even touching I'm getting goosebumps. He wasn't even touching the floor. He was just, he just closed that bitch, wrapped himself around in the bed, and he said, "Good fucking night."
He said, I'm going to sleep. Yeah.
One of my uncles said that he flashed the light one time when he was coming out, and he said he flashed the light to the floating dress because he said he was curious. And the only thing he saw like a face that was just kind of like skeleton. And her eyes were like fucking like dark, pitch dark, like a void. And he just went, and left. And he said he fucking shit himself. Right. Dude, it's fucking scary, all these stories. Everybody has all this
Everybody
stuff.
has a story. That's insane.
Oh, and the one with the video, I forgot. That's the story I was gonna say. One of the neighbors that own a store near my house, I went to his store the next day after the whole thing with La Llorona. He told me he had a video of La Llorona in his backyard. And let me tell you, he sent it to a lot of people, and he showed me the fucking video. That shit is fucking terrifying, dude. It literally is a lady, fucking like on her knees crying, and he got close to her with the light, and then he just went back. But he was like, it was like he was close, like me and you, like this. He was on the ground, he was like this, recording, and then I'm fucking shaking, and he just left. He started sharing that on everybody because everybody didn't want to see her because nobody had the balls to do what he did. And bro, I'm surprised there's no video on YouTube. I thought he doesn't know how to use the internet, so I don't know if but bro, it's fucking terrifying.
Yes, which I do have a story in New York.
Oh shit.
Dude, I have a lot of.
No, but keep going with the story. New York story.
So, when I was living in New York, I'm pretty sure my mom didn't know about this until we actually talked about it. So the apartment that my mom, it was a 4-bedroom.
A 4-bedroom?
Yeah. First of all, expensive. Come on, it's New
Fuck
York.
yeah. Especially New York, man.
And we was on the 3rd floor, right?
Yeah.
Where my room is, you have to go to a hallway, like a small hallway, and like there was a bathroom. As you walk in the hallway, and then boom, there was my room right there. My room was the weirdest small room ever. Like,
Really?
It was shaped weird. I was like, why? Yeah. I had the smallest room. So there was one point in time where I was in the room, I was sleeping, and and specifically in that room, nowhere else, I was having bad nightmares.
In that room?
Yes, that was one time I pissed myself.
You pissed yourself? Oh, right. That shit was scary.
I woke up and it was scary. Like,
what did you dream? What was the dream?
I don't even know. It was.
You don't know?
It was like that day specifically. What I saw was like skulls everywhere.
Skulls.
And it was like frames of skulls. A girl with black hair. It was insane.
That's fucking creepy.
Right. It wasn't even like me moving around. It was just after images.
Did you ever dream about your teeth falling off?
No.
What? Never
in my
Dude, I don't know what that means, but I used to dream about it a lot when I was in high school. At one point, I think it was my junior year, and it was like a whole month without me dreaming about it. Like every 2 days, dream about my teeth falling off. This is a dream. I would just wake up, go to the bathroom. My mouth was hurting, and I remember like I had to like touch my teeth because I started bleeding, and I just fucking did this, and like I took all my teeth out. And it was hurting, and I spit blood, and that would be and then I wake up scared as shit.
And you felt that? That's a lucid dream.
It's a lucid dream. Let me tell you something. So it happened to me multiple times for a month.
And you felt that, right?
I felt that.
So lucid dreams is where you actually feel.
I felt the pain. My mouth, even when I woke up, my mouth started hurting.
And you are self-aware that you're in a dream, pretty much. I think if
I don't know I don't remember being self-aware about being in a dream, but I just know it was scary. I could be wrong
on the definition. Listen, I'm a dumbass.
I just thought it was scary. We are. Please, just don't
bear.
We're just talking shit. Yeah.
So yeah, I would have nightmares every time in that room, right? So one day, my cousin, same cousin, Chungy. You know what I'm saying?
Chungy.
Yeah, that's his name. Chungy is CHONGI.
Okay.
So we chilling in my room. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. We just doing dude stuff. You know, we little kids. We have fun.
Shit, man.
Well, I mean, he was a teenager. I was a kid. He's older than me.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened. I think like the door closed. My closet door closed on itself, or like something moved. You know.
Yeah.
And we're like, yo, fuck that. You know. And like we walked out the room. We see that my older sister's room was light on. We ran to that room.
Are you serious?
Light on, yes. That has the light on.
Yeah.
That room specifically, like you walking around the entire house, like the entire apartment, everything is all nice and dandy. You know, we have. You can tell it's fun. The moment you step into my room, the smallest room in that room, it's just eerie. It's eerie. You don't hear nothing.
Fuck that. No, I hate eerie environments like that.
It was so bad. Like it was specifically that room only.
Shit.
Everywhere else, it was perfectly fine, but that room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't sleep in here.
Fuck that room.
I would rather sleep in the fucking living room. Like, it was that bad. I did not want to stay in that room.
Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit.
It was so bad. Like, I had a paranormal experience recently.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, stop lying, bro.
I swear to God. Hi. It was during the day.
Fuck.
So I was at my sister's place. She lives with her boyfriend's parents for a bit. Well, boyfriend's mom.
Did she still live there? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say the name. But we chilling, right?
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the room. In one of the rooms, and one of the rooms is like glass little panel things.
Yeah.
There's a missing hole, right? So At the time, my mom and the other mom were in the kitchen. They were talking to each other, right? And what I saw was a white figure, right? Well, a white figure that looked like it was. Thought it
You
was
sure it wasn't just a white person?
I thought it was my sister.
Oh
I
fuck!
thought it was my sister that walked by, right? Because her room was over there, and the kitchen's is back there. So I thought, and just walked by. I said, "I bet, cool. I'm gonna go bother my sister because I'm a brother, you know."
Oh stop!
So I get out. I get out the room, and I'm walking. I looked in the bathroom because when you walk into the kitchen, you see the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the bathroom. She wasn't there, so I'm thinking she's in the kitchen. And I walked in. I was like, "Where's Leilani?"
No fucking way.
So I'm like, "Where's Leilani?" And my mom looked at me like, "We mean where's Leilani?" I was like, "I just saw somebody walk by."
Oh fuck no! What
They're
you want
like,
to say?
and she was like, "What?" And
Does she believe in the paranormal?
who?
Your mom?
Probably.
Okay.
I think so.
All right.
But the other mom was there, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's probably the old lady."
Fuck that. No.
Because apparently
No mames way.
there was an old lady that lived there that she actually passed away in that house.
No mames way. Fuck
She
that.
met the old lady before too.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
she met the old lady before too, and they said that they were telling me stories of like what they witnessed and stuff. But like they said that if it's a white figure, it's the old lady. And I said, dude, I saw like a white figure mist deal type deal
fuck
just
that
walking
shit, bro.
by.
No.
The only thing I saw was like this part because I thought that was my sister. Like, I saw like the whole leg part, you know. And I literally thought it was my sister because she, like I said, her room is like front to
What
front
was she
door.
wearing? Did you see what she was?
She was wearing the same the thing I was because I saw her earlier that day. She was wearing like a white shirt and like
your sister?
gray. Yes,
That's creepy as fuck.
and I was like I know I'm not tripping. I know I'm not tripping. I'm wide awake. I'm getting ready for work. You know,
Fuck that shit, man.
and like it just walks by, and I'm like,
Hell no. Hell
ain't no
to
way,
the
bro.
no. Fuck that shit.
No way, that can't be real, bro.
Fuck that shit, bro. All right. So this story happened I think it was a few years back. But my auntie and that is in Mexico. You know, she was always like really like superstitious about all this thing. She is a very religious lady. I love her. She when I was in Mexico, she treated me like I was her son.
Mhm.
She would cook for me. She would like make sure I was okay. You know, she was amazing, amazing lady. But and her daughter, my cousin, she was me and her always used to hang out all the time. We used to watch movies. We used to play video games. We used to go out together. You know, just cousin shit. You know, like
Right.
we were siblings basically. You know, and so me and her were used to bothering each other. Like maybe he left her old door closed. I would just open it up and fuck her. Like, you fucking lose, just leave her. And she'll come into my room, make some noise, probably drop something, fucking leave.
Something I was
Sibling shit, sibling shit, you know. And at one point, I remember that before this happened, before the story happened, me and her were sitting in my room watching. I think it was Haunted House or something. Haunted House experiences or something. Netflix, I forgot. Like they people telling their stories.
the funniest.
No. They were that'd be funny though.
Yeah, right?
No, but we were watching that show. So we were watching that, and then after we were done, she left to her room. Mind you, my room was, let's say my room was right here, right here. Her room was in the other side, and in between us, it was my auntie's room. Okay, it was in a hall.
You're right.
My room, my auntie's room,
Her.
her room. So before her to get to my room, it would take it would take like 30 seconds walking, and then walking back, it would take another 30 seconds. So like it's, even if you sprint it, I will be able to see you if I go out the door. Even if you try to run it, I will see you get in. I will see her go into her room. So here's the thing: I was just sitting there playing Apex, and I remember that my cousin, my baby cousin, was sitting behind me in the bed, and my cousin left the room. We were done watching. She went to her room, and she was just chilling. And I remember my door was kind of open. And I remember I just hear doom, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, I don't know if I can say her name. I'm like, "Hey, stop!" And what's it called? I'm like, "I know it's you." She was like, "It's not me." She screamed it from her other room, and I'm like, "Yes, it was." So I open it up, and then again, bah, somebody closes the door next to me, and my cousin was like, "Yeah, I think it's her. I see a hand." And I'm like, "Really?" You're like, "Yeah." So I left the door open again, and I'm like, "All right." A few minutes passed by. I didn't pay attention to it. Again, another door, the door just slams again. And my cousin's like, I think it's my sister. I don't know. But then I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait it out. I open the door and I just look at the door. Nothing happened. Turn around, play again. Boom, it happens. I go open the door. There was nobody there. And I'm like, dude, it's you. I know it's you. She was like, it's not me. I'll go to her room. I open the door. She's tucked in bed with her phone. There's no way she did all that in
Just to get tucked in.
Exactly. And then I was like, what the fuck? And my cousin was like, oh, I'm like, my big cousin was like, I know it's her. I saw her hand. It was very skinny, just like hers. I know it was her. I'm like, are you serious? Like, yeah. I saw a hand. I'm like, so you saw somebody? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, are you sure it was her? Like, I saw her hand. It was just skinny. It's just like hers. I'm like, okay. What the fuck?
Who's her?
I don't know what she was talking about. She said it was her. I'm like, who?
Who the fuck is her?
Exactly, because I thought she meant my cousin. I don't know what she meant by her. I was like, fuck that.
Because I feel like when she's like, oh yeah, that's normal. Like, what? No, it's not normal.
What the fuck? No, can we back up and like fucking talk about this? It was weird.
Like,
it was fucking.
I need some context, you know?
Yeah.
Like, who the hell is her? And how do you know her?
Who is her? What is her? Like, stop being that fucking scared. No, but it was creepy. It was creepy. They never really actually pay. I mean, it didn't really fucking scare me like that because I didn't really like. It had explanation. It could have been her. It could have been something else.
Right.
But I never. I mean, it kind of got me thinking like maybe what if it was a ghost?
Maybe.
Because let me tell you something. That's something like in that house where that's my dad's house, and they stay in there taking care of the house. So when I went over there, I stayed there. You know, obviously at my dad's house.
Do they still have that house?
They still have the house. And my auntie told me so many stories about that house. Like one time they were sitting in the couch with my cousin, and my baby cousin was in her room sleeping, and then they just heard like baby steps coming in and running, and they thought it was her, so they covered themselves up, pretend they were asleep to see the reaction, and then they waited for a few minutes and nobody came. So when they went to check on her, she was still asleep. But they heard a kid walk up to them, like, and yeah, it was fucking creepy.
That's insane.
It is fucking insane. But let me tell you something. A lot of shit happens like that in that house. That house is like really next to that fucking, you know, the forest I told you that has a bunch of coffee trees and stuff, and it's nearby, and a lot of shit happens there. A lot of shit happens in that place, but it's creepy. But all right, continuing to second section of the podcast, like always, videos. Wait, what is that Transformer sound they make? Have you seen that video with the cars coming? That shit's funny.
Putang ina! Si Optimum Pride! Puking inang yan, Optimum Pride!
All right, so
gangsters.
Second section of the show. This right here is the podcast phone. Just letting you know.
Guys, it's our laptop.
All right, so the first video I'm about to show you, this happened in a hospital in Mexico.
It's always the fucking hospital, bro.
Okay.
It's always the damn hospitals.
I got some. It's just this. Hospitals are really scary. They creep me the fuck out.
Even if it's open.
Have you ever ended up in the hospital like hurt or something or sick?
No.
I
have. I've never experienced anything.
I have. I was and the first time it happened, I was 12. I went into the ER. But here's the first video. This happened in a hospital in the middle of the night. This is a night shift. Just letting you know, it's a night shift.
Got me fucked up. I'm not working at no damn night shift in the hospital.
But this is what happens. You guys are about to see it right here. And
Es que te estoy enfocando.
watch the back window.
Ah, no mames.
Mind you, there's nobody else there.
Pasó algo.
Them.
A ver, ven. No mames, pasó algo, te lo juro que pasó algo,
Nah, that shit moving by itself.
Bruh, let me tell you.
What's crazy is that like you see an actual person. Like it's
Yes.
like you don't, bro. Mind you, the lights are on. The lights are on, right? And you can see the actual person walking by, and he's a black figure.
Yes. And it's fucking...
You don't see no facial features. That's
it's
insane.
creepy.
That's actually gnarly.
It's fucking scary.
That's actually gnarly.
It's fucking
Next
creepy.
video, what we got?
This is 100% real. Let me see. Okay, so if you pay attention to the background of this, you'll see what's in there. I'm going to zoom in there, but this is really fucking creepy. This is also in a hospital, but this happened during the day. Yeah, this happened during the day.
Oh, this is during the day.
Check the one in the back. Check the back. Watch the back. You see that? You see that shit? Where the arrow's pointing? You see how dark it is? Look at the back. Look at the back. Look at the fucking back. What the fuck?
Like some kid that's lost his brother.
Yeah, it looks like a kid, but he was in an area that there was no supposed to be no person.
Nobody in there.
Nobody
yeah.
in there.
It
And
looked like it
so-
was just closed for temporarily or something.
But did you see how the trash can was moving too? That what was in there? And then I don't know, in the background, you see that?
yeah,
That is fucking creepy.
you can't really like when it comes to like the trash can like that. That's how you know that something's up. You know what I'm saying?
The trash can moving.
Because who's gonna fit in there to do that? You know, what I'm saying?
It was like, you know what? Let me fucking stink like shit throughout the day and just to scare somebody.
Scare somebody.
Fuck that shit. Okay. This is also one of the ones that with the night shift. Okay. I'm really not sure where this happened exactly, but it's some creepy shit. Just, it's some creepy shit.
Creepy,
It's
like
creepy shit.
eerie creepy, or like what
It's
the
like,
fuck?
it's like, no, it's not like what the fuck, but it's pretty creepy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, watch it.
Son a las 3 de la mañana, cabrón. Mírala.
3 a.m. in the morning.
Jugando memes como siempre.
Background.
Chica, no mames, no.
Whoa.
No mames, mira esa madre.
Whoa,
The bed.
yeah. Nah, I would have the same reaction too.
But did you see the white coat?
Yeah,
Most of these videos are usually kids.
right. And
The only one that we saw that has an adult person was the first one. Most of them are just kids walking around the hospital.
that's insane. That's
But it's
kind of
fucking
sad
creepy,
too.
though. Yeah, a lot of kids passed away during the hospital.
It's so sad.
Bro, being a doctor is a hard work too, bro.
It is,
Especially with shit like this. I don't know. I
Either
want to
shit
ask
like
doctors
this,
if this happens. in
or
real life.
obviously, if their patients pass away.
I will feel bad if my patient passed
oh my
away.
god, bro! I've seen videos of like doctors actually like upset and crying because
Dude, yes,
and
it
it's
must
so
be
sad.
heartbreaking.
doctors must be going through a lot of shit because like damn they couldn't do their they did
No,
they did their
like,
job,
just couldn't do anything.
they didn't feel like
Shit happens.
Mhm.
Shit goes wrong. But okay, so this next video I'm about to show you is 2 videos, okay, of the same effect.
Okay,
Apparently, this has been going on in Asia. I feel that's the thing that I feel. I mean, that's the thing I know about this. I don't know for sure, but this is called the Death Angel. Apparently, a lot of people have just out of nowhere just started acting like it's that they got a seizure. They drop to the ground and they fucking die. And the thing is though, they turn around, they see something, and they just like in the Bird Box movie
yeah,
from Netflix, kind of like that. They look at it and they just fucking get like a seizure and they fucking die.
what the fuck?
That's that. Here, look, watch this shit. Watch. See, this is the Dark Angel. Watch this shit. He looks at something, gets a seizure, fucking dies.
Well, that's the thing. Like he looked like he was already affected when he was turning.
Exactly.
That is so weird.
But isn't it fucking weird that when
Yeah.
he saw something? A lot of people are saying it could just be a seizure, but if you think about it, they turn around. Watch this other one. It's the same thing. They turn around, see something. Watch. Well, dance of that. I mean, yeah, got it wrong. Watch. See, he's like seeing something.
And he's doing it too?
Yeah. See that? You see that?
Yeah.
You see that shit?
That's
you
so
see that
creepy.
shit?
I like how the other dude recovered.
If this was a seizure, why did the other guy had the same experience too?
Right.
Makes no sense to me. The first one looked a little more like a seizure because maybe he was sitting down, but he started doing the same thing as them. They
Right.
stretched their arm, started fucking checking and shit. And
That's so creepy, bro.
can you imagine what the fuck they saw if this is
Right.
actually true?
What made them
They fucking started dancing.
right? He was hitting the jig. Okay,
Yeah,
we're not gonna talk.
it's fucking. Ugh. I don't know. I feel like I don't know if you ever are you religious in any
Hell
type of
no.
form now? Is your family religious?
Probably. I don't know.
Well, my family was a very Catholic and religious family. Hate the gays and stuff like that. It was pretty bad. But they always read the Bible, and I remember one time grabbing the Bible and reading the description of an angel. Angels are terrifying.
Yeah.
A lot of people they're like think it's this little
They're
white
beautiful
guy, little
people.
white baby
No,
looking type of angel with wings. No,
There was this
they're fucking terrifying.
there was this specific angel. I forgot what the name was. But there was a specific angel I saw and they said that they try to have the AI create what that angel would look like, and it was the most horrifying shit that you ever see.
Yeah, I think I've seen
You know what
that.
I'm saying? It was
I've
like a
seen that,
ball, like a ring around it, and eyes all over it.
Yeah,
And I
I'll
was
put pictures up, but yeah,
it
that's
was
how they
so
look like.
weird.
Angels are not. They don't look like people describe them in church. And the thing is, this is the reason I really don't go to. I don't go to church ever. Not because I hate on the religion or anything. It's just a lot of things they say there is not exactly how the
Right.
Bible is. And the thing is, the Bible was messed with and changed throughout the years by many people to like make it convenient for them to do certain things. People used it to get divorced, to get
Because
money.
probably
and stuff.
like in the very first religion of that specific religion,
Yeah.
there's probably stuff that we don't know. They if we think that the angels are horrifying, imagine the demons.
Fuck that shit.
Exactly.
Imagine how that shit looks like.
Exactly.
Because I don't know if you've seen or heard about this. People who claim to have seen the devil or Lucifer, the angel, the main angel, the OG angel, there's some of them died after seeing him, and some of them get sick. Some of them just disappear. Bro, it's fucking terrifying.
Find it.
Yes, sir.
There is a video I've seen where this dude. It was a little topic that was a few months ago. They talked about. There's this dude. I forgot where. It's somewhere in the States where it's nothing about the ghost.
Yeah.
But I just want to talk about it because it's top of my head.
Yeah, it's okay.
He was driving and he looks at the mountain. I'm pretty sure you've seen it too. He looked at the mountain and he saw a giant.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
He saw a giant. He
Yeah.
recorded it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was a giant.
It was like as tall as the tree that was right next to him. I seen it.
No,
It was
not even on the tree. He was on the mountain walking.
on the mountain.
Yes, he was on the mountain, and it was you could see an actual figure.
What the fuck?
And the mountain's far away,
Yeah, why is it so big?
know
Yeah,
what I'm
a
saying?
person would be like really tiny at
And-
that distance.
so he tried to go up there. The government was there.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't walk past, even though it's a public property.
Yeah.
And then they said they were like, oh yeah, they tried to shut me up. This, that, and third. There's people following me home. Right? And like days later, his wife said that he passed away.
Stop.
I swear to God.
What the fuck?
His wife said that he passed away, but people are speculating that he didn't pass away. They're just trying to cover up the
Yeah,
stuff.
no.
The giant.
See,
even though
no.
they know that it's all over the internet, so they can't really do shit about that.
That's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing I'm scared of, like ever seeing something I'm not supposed to see, and then people just, you know what, deal with that
You
shit.
know what? I want other people to record it, send it, so we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
If anybody has anything or any stories, just comment it down below. I'm just gonna probably leave my email there for you guys, and just send me videos, anything you guys find. We'll talk about it on the podcast. It's whatever. Yeah, but it's fucking creepy, the things people see and then they just disappear. Just to finish this podcast, we're gonna end it with a little kind of like not a gory, but a fucking crazy accident that happened on the boat. This guy was trying to what's it called? He was trying to get the anchored what's it called, chain thing. Huh?
Are we able to show this?
Yeah, it doesn't show blood or anything.
Okay.
It just shows it before like it happens and how it fucking happens.
Okay.
So it's a little disturbing, but to think that there's a lot of things out there that are that huge and that can actually hurt you, it's fucking crazy. Watch.
If it's disturbing, if you want to watch it,
Yeah, if you feel this is going to be a little disturbing,
skip a few seconds.
get the fuck out. No one wants you here if you can handle this shit. Watch. So here's the thing. Look. Pay attention to the guy near the stairs, right? That's a chain.
He's picking up the anchor.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe is the anchor. I think yes. Watch the guy. Oh no, I think it's on the other boat or something. I don't know. Watch. Boom. It didn't show exactly what happened, but their fucking heads got hit. That's fucking scary. Watch. He fucking likes that. Oh shit! I know.
They're good. They're good.
They're good. Yeah, but let me tell you. Look at that. Look at the smack though.
Yeah.
Tell me that
They
shit.
got knocked the fuck out.
They want to sleep. They said, but that boy said,
Yeah. No, they
back-
got knocked
yeah,
out.
they got fucking knocked out.
They nothing.
they didn't die. I
They didn't
believe they're
die.
okay. They got knocked out.
For sure.
Yes, bro.
For sure. No.
For
because
sure.
You
They
can slow it down.
definitely didn't
You
die.
can say, "Thunk," you know? The dude's like, oh.
But he said, "Oh, I'm tired."
That's tough, honestly.
But it's crazy. A lot of
There's
people.
stuff-
There's a lot of shit happens.
Stuff
Okay,
like that can happen.
like not so long ago, the guy I used to work with, where I work at, I work as a forklift driver. I'm not gonna say for what company or anything, but he was in the chains fixing wood and stuff. He accidentally stepped on the chain. His toes got fucking torn out of his fucking feet. I had to go with him to the hospital because he didn't speak any English, but he got hurt. It was very bad. A lot of shit can happen in a workplace, man. Shit.
Even in the food industry, a lot of people.
Anywhere you, whatever you work at, if you think nothing can happen, shit can happen.
Shit can
Anyway,
happen.
like I don't know if you've seen that meme where it says the chances of you getting killed by a cow are very low, but they're never zero. Basically, that's the same thing with you getting injured anywhere. Some places could be very low, but never zero. Shit can happen. Like right now, somebody could come in here, boom, you're dead. Somehow.
Man, what we wish that on?
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna end this podcast with shit happens. The word today, shit. Well, thank you for watching and staying in tune with our podcast. I know it may not be top one, but guess what? We're gonna be top one of these days.
Yeah, Logan Paul.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for watching. We're gonna upload more videos as well. Maybe I'm gonna try to be consistent with them Saturday and Wednesday. Try their best, edit them, make them. Please, stories, comment them below. I'm gonna leave a link to, not a link, my email, and just send stuff. We're gonna talk about them in the next podcast. All right. So thank you for watching. Deuces. Bean. Horrified Beans out.